If you're in your 30s, you absolutely must get rich. It's not an option, it's not a negotiable. You must make it happen. And you must commit to it so much in your mind that you give yourself no other choice but to make it happen. And here's the reason why. When I think about my own journey and my own story, life didn't start easy. It wasn't black and white, and I certainly didn't have anywhere near the abundance that I have today. And I can categorically tell you that putting yourself in a situation and your family in a situation where you have money, where you have capital, where you have wealth, it will completely transform and change your life. And the main reason behind that is because when you have wealth and you have capital, it gives you optionality and it gives you the ability to actually live and experience what life has to offer. And I find that too many people, they give themselves a free pass by basically allowing themselves to accept not building wealth and not getting rich and not getting wealthy, because it's far harder for them to be able to basically pursue a path where they are able to attain wealth. So what's the easy thing to do? To say, money's the root of all evil. I don't need to be rich. I don't need to be wealthy. It's far easier to say that because it gives you a free pass, gives you an excuse not to do the work. It gives you a reason to why not to get up and not to do what you know you need to do to change your situation. It's much harder and more intense to say, actually, no, I do need to become wealthy. It's a duty, it's an obligation, because then you're committing to the work and you're having to commit to doing whatever it takes to make it happen. So I challenge you today to actually say to yourself, no, I'm in my 30s, right? I've left this for too long. I've allowed myself to get away with this for too long. Today is the day that I have to change it. And by changing it, you commit to a new identity, which means that you have to go out there and you have to find a way. You have to find a way. The best situation you can be in your life is actually when your back is against the wall. If you're too comfortable, if you're in cruise control, you're in a role, or you're in a situation where each of the days are just rolling from one day to the next day to the next day, that's the worst position you can be in. You're too comfortable. You're allowing yourself to get away with things you shouldn't be allowed to get away with. Today is the day that you need to become uncomfortable. You need to sit there. You need to create an environment where you either take a trip, or you put yourself in a situation that you haven't been in, or you put yourself in an environment that you haven't been in yet, and take the time to just think. Take the time to be still. Take the time to just be alone and to just be you, right? Be alone in your thoughts. So many of us are scared to do that now. It's just swiping and scrolling and going from one video to the next, and then just going from work to home and just allowing your life to just be a snowball effect. No, not anymore. Go somewhere where it's quiet and it's still. Just you and your thoughts, no technology. And I guarantee that if you give yourself that time, you'll start to find the answers that you can't find right now, because you'll be able to operate in stillness. And it's in stillness that you have more creativity than ever before. You'll find the ideas will just start to flow, because I can assure you that you don't allow yourself to be in the stillness anymore. You sit there and you ruminate, you allow your thoughts to go, you let your phone distract you. You allow all of these things to just come into your life and to dictate to you where you should be. No, create stillness and create space. Take time to yourself where you can just think. And during that time of thought, be in an environment that inspires you, and use that time to just allow thoughts to come to you. And you'll slowly start to see, no, this is where I should be. This is what I should be doing. This is where I see my potential. This is where I see my creativity. Let the ideas just flow. And you'll blink. And by the time you know it, the path will become clear to you that you should be taking to attain wealth. Maybe it's a passion of yours, but maybe in the interim or in the short term, maybe it's not a passion. Maybe you can just see an opportunity. Something comes to you where you're like, AI is hot right now. Maybe I should be going after that. Software is hot right now. Maybe I should be going after that. Biohacking is hot right now. Maybe you should be going after that. The ideas will start to flow. And as the ideas come to you, it'll become clearer and clearer in your own mind as to what you should be pursuing in the immediate term, what you should be pursuing in the midterm, in the long term. You'll feel a calling in your heart. And then it's your duty and your obligation to align with it and to get after it. No one said that it's going to be easy, and you don't want it to be easy, because if it's easy, you're not going to be able to build your character. You're not going to be able to birth a new identity of who you are, how you think and how you operate. You want it to be hard, because by being hard, you build a new you. It's when you go to the gym, you don't get stronger when you just lift the same weight every single time. You get stronger when there's more resistance. You get stronger when there's more time under tension, and you get stronger when you push yourself to a new dimension that you haven't before. You don't want to be stale and stagnant anymore, because it's you being stale and stagnant that has led you to be in the situation that you're in right now. You want to be pushed. You want to be in a situation where you're outperforming the version of you that existed yesterday. So no longer accept or allow yourself to say, I'm in my 30s and that's okay with what I've achieved. No, you're in your 30s and now is the time to recreate. You're in your 30s and now is the time to create a completely new version of you that is willing to do more than the version of you that existed yesterday. You're creating a new version of you that is going to destroy the version of you that existed yesterday, because you know you've got more inside here. You know you've got more inside here, and it's your duty and your obligation to fulfill on your potential in this life. There's a statement out there which says that really true fulfillment is the continuous pursuit of a worthy ideal, and nothing could be more true. And you've got to ask yourself, are you continually pursuing something that is worthy in your life? Are you continuously pursuing a new version of you? Are you continuously in pursuit of creating a new version of you that can leave the world better than it is right now? And if you're not doing that, you're doing yourself an injustice, your family an injustice, and the world an injustice. You have a duty and an obligation to build wealth, to create more optionality, to better serve you, to better serve the world, and to leave the world better than you've come into it. And you can't do that if you allow yourself to stay stuck and stay stagnant. So make a commitment today that you're going to attain more wealth, you're going to create riches, you're going to better serve yourself, you're going to better serve the world, you're going to better serve the community, and you're going to commit to leaving the world better than you came into it. When you make all of these mental commitments, you can completely transform your life in a record-breaking amount of time, and that's my challenge to you today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you've got any questions or you need a little bit more inspiration, I'll leave links in the description box below so you can connect with me directly. Until then, keep climbing, and I'll see you on the next one.